Hey y'all, welcome back to A Dinosaur in the Library. This is Vlogmas, day 17, and this is probably going up a little later than I usually have been putting these up because I gotta run out the door as soon as I do this video. But I wanted to get this done so I could actually get this posted today. So what I'm going to be doing today is the big book tag, and I found this at The Price is Wong. And it was created by One Book, One Review. And I will link both of their channels down below so you can check them out. And this is a really simple tag. What you do is you go to your shelves and, well, the tag says 5 biggest books you've read. And I just took that as the ones on my shelves because I know I've read books that are longer than some of these, but I don't have them anymore. So I pulled the 5 biggest books in terms of page length in pages. From my shelves, and then you're also supposed to pull the 2 biggest books that you have not read. So we've got 7 books to talk about. I'll go ahead and get started. So, and you know, I did not stack these in order of page length, and I probably should have, but I didn't. So, we'll just go with this. So I think this is the longest one I own that I've read right now, and this is Stephen King's It. Comes in at 1,093 very battered pages, and I desperately need a new copy of this, but I just can't bring myself to get rid of this edition. I mean, I'll probably keep it anyway, but I don't like the new editions that are out. The paperbacks, I just don't like the clown on the front. It looks more like a mime. It doesn't give you that creepy Tim Curry as Pennywise vibe, you know? But yeah, so there's that. The next one I have is The Bookman Histories by Lavi Tadar. And this is actually 3 books in one, but it does come in at 1,022 pages. This is published by Angry Robot. And as I've said before, I've never bought a book by Angry Robot that I didn't love. Granted, I've seen a few that I was like, oh, I may or may not like this, but then I didn't buy it. But I've never bought one thinking this is going to be good and been disappointed. It's amazing. So, this contains the 3 books in this trilogy, The Bookman, Camera Obscura, and The Great Game. And this is sort of a Victorian, steampunky sort of series. And it's been a pretty good while since I've read it, but I really, really did enjoy it. And it was not... it was a pretty quick read, so despite its size and, I mean, the font size, it was a really quick read because I got really, really wrapped up in the characters and the plot. So if you like steampunk sort of stuff, this is definitely something you should check out. And if you don't want to read, if you don't want to buy the chunker, I'm pretty sure at least the ebooks you can probably still get individually. You could probably get the individual ones. I'm not sure if the individual ones were published physically. I don't remember. But either way, you should definitely check it out. I loved it. Okay, the next... And you know, I think I did this... Yep, I did it a little wrong. Oh well. That's okay. That's okay. We'll just go with it. So the next book I have is Winter by Marissa Meyer. And this book comes in at 827 pages. And according to Goodreads, this is the longest... This is the largest number of pages in a book that I've read this year. Most of my books, unfortunately, were much shorter. There were several that I wanted to get to that were kind of long and I didn't get to them. But yeah, and I have not done a review of this, but I will probably at some point do an entire series review once the short story collection comes out next year. I'm probably just going to wait till then to do it, but I really enjoyed this series. I let my friend Sierra borrow them, and she got kind of obsessed. She texted me and said, thanks for ruining my life with this series. It's like, you're welcome. That's kind of what I do, so... There's that one. And then the next one is one that's probably on a lot of people's lists who do this. And it comes in at... I really should have written these down so I don't have to flip. It comes in at 759 pages. And that is Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows. And this is the 7th book in J.K. Rowling's Harry Potter series. Although I'm pretty sure I don't need to tell you that. But just in case... That's what it is. And I have not reread Harry Potter in quite some time, and I really need to get on that because I kind of miss Harry and Hermione. Not Ron as much, but I do miss Harry and Hermione and all the characters there, so I probably should read that again. Okay, so what I was saying when I screwed up is I picked up 4 that I have read and 3 that I haven't, so we're just going to go with it. The first one I have that I have not read yet comes in at 663 pages, and that's The Marvels by Brian Selznick. And I have not read this yet. This is an ARC copy, so it's not... if you've seen the hard copies of this, they're beautiful. It's a hardcover. The edges are gilt with the gold. It's very, very pretty. Well, Brian Selznick's books are usually very pretty, so that's not really a surprise. But this has LGBT content in it, and I'm very excited by that because I had no idea. And I've never read anything by Brian Selznick, so I'm kind of excited. If you've never read anything of his, they're usually told about half in drawings and half... Well, this one's a little over half in drawings, but then the other half is in text. And it is young adult, but this is already out. So you are able, came out in September in hardcover. So if you're looking for a very pretty last minute book gift for someone who enjoys YA and LGBTQ content and a little bit of fantasy, I think. Pretty sure this is fantasy. At some point. Most of his usually are, I think. You should maybe check this one out. Okay, the next one I've talked about so much, and I still haven't gotten around to reading it, and it's a shame that I haven't, but I just haven't. I've been rereading his Dark Materials, and that's just how it is. So, 574 pages, The Map of Chaos by Felix J. Palma, the third and final book in the Trilogy of Victoriana, which is part of the reason I have not read this. And I've said things like this to people who aren't super obsessed with books, and who are just like out in the real world that I know. I don't want to read this because as soon as I read it, the series is gone. It's over. I have no more of this to read. And they say to me, well, yeah, but if you love the series and you love the book, you should want to go ahead and read it. That's stupid. No. Because once I get to the last page of this, the only way I can have more of this is if I reread what I already have, which of course I will, but it's not the same thing. You guys know, I'm preaching to the choir here. All my BookTube friends, back me up here. Once you read the last in the series, it's gone. You got nothing you can do. And as much as you desperately want to know what happens and you desperately want to see where these characters go, you also know that once you get to the last page, that's all there is. And it's kind of sad. But I love it anyway, and I can't wait to read it. Okay, so enough of that. And the last one I have comes in at 948 pages, including the end notish sort of things, and that is The Time Traveler's Almanac, edited by Anne and Jeff Vandermeer. And this is, it says featuring 72 journeys into time. If you've been here more than 5 minutes, you know I am absolutely obsessed with time travel, so of course I snagged this as soon as I saw it. I have not read it yet, just because I haven't. It's a chunker, and I've been trying to read, when I was reading leisure during the semester, I was trying to read smaller books so that I could get through them and actually read them and not feel like I was having to put them down too much. And some of these I may skip over when I'm reading, because I know The Time Machine is in here, because The Time Machine is actually a very short book. And it, published in this format, it would not be that many pages, I don't think. And I know there's excerpts of different things in here. But there's people like Ray Bradbury, George R.R. Martin. Yeah, so it's like, it's just a big, massive bunch of different stories. Yeah, I think, yeah, I need to get to this soon. But, so there's that. So those are the big books that I have and have not read. I can't believe I screwed it up and got the wrong number. But that's okay, because there's no rules. We make our own rules here on BookTube. We really do. Okay, so that's all I have for you for today. Thank you guys for showing up yet again for my Vlogmas videos. And I'll be back tomorrow with Vlogmas Day 18. And can I just say for a second, it's only 7 days till Christmas. Therefore, 7 days till the end of Vlogmas, which means it's only 14 days till the end of 2015. Where did the year go? I would really like to know who stole 2015, because the last thing I remember, it was January. I don't know what to do, people. So I hope everybody's having a wonderful holiday season and that you're not being worked too hard if you are indeed working in retail or anything like that, or working at any job. And I hope that those of you who are just finishing up your semesters are having a good time with that, and that you will get some rest during the break. And I will see you guys tomorrow for another video. Bye!